Prof.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our Honorable Professor Emeritus, Datuk Dr. Sheikh Omar, our distinguished speaker for today, Associate Professor Dr. Wan Marzuki, the Director of CADe, Associate Professor Dr. Dahlia Zawawi, the Deputy Director. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CADe Online Learning for All webinar series. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to welcome everyone. We are so fortunate today to have our actually not former but our also present leader in the university, Professor Emeritus Datuk Dr. Sheikh Omar, who have been very instrumental and inspirational in terms of leading, the university. I will first elaborate a bit, on Datuk's biography. So, Emeritus Professor Datuk Dr. Sheikh Omar Abdul Rahman spent the last 43 years in teaching and research at UPM. He received his formal training at the University of Queensland, Australia, and the University of Saskatchewan, Canada. And he was admitted to the membership of the Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons, London, in 1977. He served as the chairman of the Nobel Laureate Committee of the Ministry of Higher Education, Malaysia, and the Ministry of Science and Technology and Innovation, Malaysia, from 1997 to 2001. And he also served as a member of the Research University Steering Committee of Ministry of Higher Education from 2003 until now. And as a scientist, Prof. Emeritus Dr. Sheikh Omar received the highest recognition in the country when he was made Fellow of the Academy of Sciences Malaysia, Fellow of Malaysian Scientific Association, Fellow of Veterinary Association Malaysia, and President of the Malaysian College of Veterinary Specialists. And he was given the privilege to serve from 2006 to 2008 as the President of the Malaysian Association of Professional Speakers. Datuk Dr. Sheikh Omar served UPM as a lecturer, associate professor, and professor from 1974 to 2011. And he was the dean from 1997 to 2001, as director of corporate planning from 2009 to 2011. And he was responsible for the formulation of the strategic plans for the whole university, quality accreditation of all faculties, institutes, laboratories, and other entities in UPM. And he was awarded the Emeritus Professorship by UPM in March 2012. And presently, Dr. Sheikh Omar is the CEO of SOAR Consulting, Sdn Bhd, and Principal Consultant of Quest Pro Training Services. I think the list continues, but that would be a brief but concise introduction of our speaker today, who will be sharing with us, a presentation entitled Unravelling High Competence Leadership in Teaching and Learning. Without further ado, Emeritus Professor Dr. Sheikh, or very close to us, we call Pak Sheikh. The floor is yours. Please, sir.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Terima kasih Saudara Prof. Ismi, terima kasih banyak. I'm so happy to be with you today. So I would like to start by thanking CADe for having invited me. Dr. Marzuki, thank you for the initiative to invite me. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
I'm always accountable. You invite, I come. Even though it's virtual this time, I'm very happy to do that. So, and for those people who have joined in, thank you very much. I hope I will not disappoint you, because my energy level when I speak virtual is a lot lower than when I speak face to face. So, but as you can see, I still maintain the energy. So, what is it that I'm going to be talking about today? It is about this. I'm unraveling high competent leadership in teaching and learning. So I will be going through this. Okay, dah moving sekarang. Okay, so I would like to start by saying this. A good teacher is a great teacher. A good teacher teaches well. But a great teacher teaches well, and plus, a great teacher also inspires, energizes, and facilitates self-learning. And that is leadership. The second bullet, inspiring, energizing, facilitating self-learning, continuous learning. That's where leadership is. And it doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't happen by accident. It happens on purpose, by planning, by thinking about it, by doing it. And a great teacher applies a high leadership competence to inspire, to energize, to facilitate self-learning. You see, that's what it is all about. Remember this, you play a great leader plays a role in instilling good values, shaping students' personality. So it cannot be replaced by technology. Offline, meaning that if you study online, you don't get that kind of input, instilling values, shaping student personality, because that input is so important in development of personality. Then look at reality. Please, I included this slide just now, but half an hour ago. Only the inspired can inspire. It's reality. Only the motivated can motivate. Only the energetic can energize. Always remember that. So this is where leadership is about having ability to inspire, to motivate, to energize. What is the meaning of inspiring somebody? Very, very important to know this. Inspiration is part of motivation. Inspiration is when you inspire somebody, you're giving them the sense of purpose. Instilling the sense of purpose is inspiring. Meaning that your journey has got to be purposeful. Not just meandering, no purpose at all. No. There must be the sense of purpose. Instilling the sense of purpose is the number one among the most important component of leadership. Only the motivated can motivate. So what is motivation? Motivation is inspiration plus action. Not only that somebody has got this inspiration from you, you get them to move, to take action. And when that happens, that guy is now motivated. Only you can do this only when you yourself is motivated. Are you motivated? And the last one, and the energetic and energized. Energy is contagious. If you're of high energy, you will give the energy to the other people surrounding you. They call it the aura. Only the energetic can energize. Then another reality check is this. A great leader creates more leaders, not more followers. If all you do is create more followers, you're not a leader. A leader creates more leaders. And it does not happen by accident. It happens by planning. We call it development of leadership. We call it succession plan. We call it talent management. We talk about all those. It has got to put a system into this. Great leader, great more leaders, not more followers. What are the three things you do in talent management? Number one, you bring in the right people. That is what we call recruitment. Bring in the right people. That's what the role of the interview about. Bring in the right people. The right people here is not just the right CGPA. No. Right attitude, right body language. Bringing the right people. That's number one. What's number two? Having brought them in. Number two, keep them in. Do not give them any reason to leave because they are the right people. They are the assets to the organization. They are the right people. Keep them in, keep them in, give them the sense of loyalty, give them the sense of belonging, to get them enjoy working at UPM, for example, and don't enjoy anyway they are working. Enjoy. Give them space. Be different, not stereotype people. Keep them in because these are the gem, the jewel. It's number three. Number one, let me repeat, bring in the right material. Number two, keep them in. Number three. Number three, move them up. This is where leadership is. Moving them up, develop them, give them opportunities to experience leadership. Very, very important this. So should you make a should you, if in case you have made a mistake in recruitment, you have brought in the wrong people, don't go to number two. Number two is keep them in, let them go. Do not confirm them. Please do not try to be nice. If you have made a mistake, if the staff you have recruited has surprised you, no competence, no positive attitude, negative attitude, do not confirm him or her in service. Let him go, rescue the tempat lain. Please, I've been saying this when I was director of corporate planning. I've been telling the team, please be careful before you confirm your staff. Make sure they are assets, not liabilities. Make sure they are good news, not bad news. If they are bad news, let them go because they are bad, very bad influence. These are reality. There are many other reality checks I can talk about, but time is so short. Let me move on now. What is the meaning of unraveling? Unraveling means clarifying the elements of something complicated, mysterious or baffling. There's a topic of the talk, unraveling, high level, high competence leadership in teaching and learning. So unraveling high competence leadership and its application teaching, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Okay, the scope of the talk is this. What is it? The essence of leadership, leadership journey, the human capital, academic process, professionalism, leadership competence, and leadership in teaching and learning. I know the time is short, so I'm not going to go into detail. I will make available the slide to CADe later on, inshallah. Okay, look at this leadership journey. The leadership journey is about climbing a mountain. Look at these four people there. Look at those four people there. They are climbing the mountain. So what do I see here? Leadership journey is full of challenges, requiring inspiration, motivation, requiring energy, requiring a push sometime, coaching. Yes, it's not easy. And but most of the time it is not a mountain the leader is climbing. It is as a hill. Look at this. It's a hill. Look at the word where have I put the word success? Success, I would like to emphasize, is journey as well as that destination. Do not forget to say the journey. Do not just say success is having arrived. No, 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 no. The journey itself can be measured success or not successful. So, and look at the milestone. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, the milestone there. What have I put there? Passion and resilience. Passion. What is the meaning of passion here? I will talk more about this later on, but I would like to just say passion is enjoying the journey, enjoying it, passionate about it. Yeah, passionate about it, passion. And resilience is, the simple meaning is never giving up. There's more to that. The real meaning is this. So I'm sharing with you the meaning of resilience, which to me is the best meaning, best definition. Resilience is not giving up, but taking a rest, pacing yourself when it is required. R&R, rest for a while, and recharge, re-energize, and then move on, start the journey again, restart the journey. This is resilience. If you do not have that rest, you're just like any other person. You get burnt out, you get disillusioned. If there is a need to pace yourself, please. The journey is not an easy one, a lot of challenges. I know you have passion, you're passionate about it, but you get tired. So have a good rest on a holiday for a while. Have a break and come back recharged, recharged. That's the meaning of resilience and passion. Yeah, yeah. I like to break here. It's not in the slide, but the 3 ways people get their happiness. 3 ways. 3 ways. 3 ways. 3 reasons why people move up. Number 1 reason is they get materials. Reward is material. So they are materialistic. You work, you get paid, you get a salary, you get a bonus. Yeah, that's good. Number 2, you get recognition. Number 1, which is I put at 1 at the bottom. Number 2 atas, up, and number 3 at the uppermost. Well, number 1 at the bottom, it is good. You do it because the happiness you get from receiving material, your salary, your bonus, whatever. What's number 2? Number 2, appreciation. The boss appreciate you. People appreciate you. People say thank you. Oh, the meaning that they enrich your heart. Thank you, thank you. That is happiness from receiving. Number 1, number 2, receiving. Number 1, receiving what? Receiving material. Number 2, receiving recognition, appreciation. Number 3 is special. Number 3, I'm talking about passion now. Number 3 is you are happy because of giving. You're having giving, not receiving, you're having giving. By giving, you like it, you're passionate about it. It really is applicable to us in the teaching profession. You're passionate about sharing, seeing students. My. And remember, give. The initiative is from you. Give initiative is from you. Receive, somebody has taken the initiative to give it to you. To give comes from you. It's passionate. Someone who is happy giving, even though not recognized with promotion, even though there's no increase in pay, but keep going. Why? You're loving it. You're loving the journey. You're loving the journey. This is where a great teacher is so different. They keep going. They love it. Love it. Sometimes they have been bypassed other people in promotion, but they give it. They give their best. Why? They love interacting with students. They love it. Okay. Okay, this is a slide about to show that not only just now you saw is what is winding. This one is straight, but up and down, up and down, up and down. Meaning what? It's not a straight road. It's not up and away. Up, down, up, down, up, down. That's a journey. Up, then something happened, you go down with these other challenges you're facing, and then you overcome that, you go up again. But every time you go higher and higher and higher. Then I put something here. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Meaning what? You must know where you're going, and you are passionate about it. You cannot just go. Where you go, you don't know. So these words are from the movie Alice in Wonderland. Alice lost her way. She walked, she ran up and down, winding road. But then finally she met a junction. Having met the junction, you know the junction is where you make decision. That's leadership. Making decision is leadership. And she did not know where to go, left or right. Yeah, she didn't know where to go, left or right. Then in the movies, there was a cat on the tree, Cheshire cat, and she asked the cat, "Cat, please help me. Please help me. Do I go left or right, please?" The cat asked her, "Where do you want to go, girl?" And she answered, "I don't know." And this is the reply from the cat. That I don't know. Listen, I don't know. And the cat said this: if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Where? Nowhere. Kalau lah the cat boleh cakap bahasa Malaysia. Dia bertanya, nak ke mana? Entah ke mana. Apa kata cat? Girl, kalau kamu tahu nak ke mana, kamu ambillah jalan mana pun, kamu akan sampai. Sampai di mana? Entah di mana. Because you must have direction. Now I'm going into leadership now. The leader provides direction. Please, direction is another meaning of purpose, another meaning of mission, vision, all those we have learned that. Okay, so leadership is this. Leadership is the art in getting other people to do something you want done because they want to do it now. The art, the science of this. And by the way, leadership is learnable. There are no such thing as born leaders. No. There are no born leaders. These people who they name born leaders. Actually, they are people born into family of leaders, so they develop their leadership. No. You don't get it from birth. No, you're born into the environment, the family. A lot of leaders in that family already, so you develop it quickly at a young age, leadership. So the science of getting others to do something you want done, they want to do it now. What is the meaning of it? Give them the why. You give them the why they should do it, they will do it. Meaning what? Success. This is a very important sentence. If you want to write it down, you will write it down. It's not in the note. Success is an inside job. You've got to go into the inside of that person with you, students. Give them the why. Give them the why. What is the meaning of the why? Give them the sense of purpose. Why are we doing this? So why is a very, very powerful word. Give them the why. Give the student why they should learn. And they will want to do it now because they believe in your why. Yes. So give them the why. So success is an inside job. Get into the inside. Get them to listen to you. Get them to feel with you. I call it coaching. That's what a coach does. Go into the inside of somebody and talk about the now, talk about the future, talk about the why, give them the sense. A lot of things starting with sense. Sense of purpose is one of them. Sense of responsibility, one of them. But another one which is really, really matters. Sense of pride of performance. So proud of the performance. Sense of pride of performance. Yeah, there was a story about 3 bricklayers. 3 bricklayers. So what do bricklayers do? They lay bricks. A, B, C, laying bricks. So come someone, a reporter, and ask A and B and C. Same question. What are you doing, A? A was angry. Can you not see? I'm laying bricks. Can you not see? I'm laying bricks. What a question. B was asked the same question. B, what are you doing, B? Oh, I'm earning a living. This is my livelihood. I've got a family. I've got a house, a car. I've got my expenses. This is my livelihood. So I lay bricks because it is my livelihood. C was asked the same question. C was doing the same thing as A was doing and B was doing. They were laying bricks. So C was asked, C, what are you doing, C? You know what was the answer given by C? I'm building a monument. It's going to be a beautiful monument. That will be the pride of our country. A lot of people will come to this place to see it. Wow, that's what I'm doing. I'm building a monument. My God. Which is the best answer? C. C is doing it out of passion. A couldn't care less. B was livelihood. Cari makan, oi. So please, instill in our students the sense of purpose when you interact with them during the teaching and learning process. I've been doing this. I was doing this for 43 years. I start the first 5 minutes talk about life in my lecture. First 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4, 5 minutes about life. I didn't go straight away to the subject matter. Talk about life. Then I concluded, also talk about life. What have you learned today? How will it be useful? Summarize for them. Give them the good feeling. Leadership is about getting the people to do what you said that needs to be done because they want to do it. Because out of passion. So leadership is power with people. I differentiate power over people that the boss. I refuse to allow, I do not allow people to call me boss. No, I'm not your boss. So leadership does not depend on your position and title. You can be that leader. So you don't have to be the dean. You don't have to be the head department. You have to be the vice chancellor. You don't have to be somebody with a title. No. The best leaders are independent of position. Someone who is inspired, someone who is motivated, someone who is enjoying the journey. These are the leaders, and they want to share their what they know, what they have. This is I'm showing to you for some years I was for 18 months, 3-4 years ago, I was speaking on the at IKIM FM on the power of leadership. For 18 months, once a week, every Saturday at 5:15 p.m. It is in the archive of IKIM You can download. But later, now I go very quickly now. Very quickly. A leader knows the way. What did I use just now? Knows the way. A leader has got a purpose. A leader has direction. A leader knows where he want to go. She want to go. He knows the way. He's not meandering. No. He is going for a purpose. Knows the way. What's number 2? Goes the way. Not only he knows the way, he goes the way. Meaning that he takes action. He just doesn't give instruction and watch people do things. He doesn't do anything. No. He goes the way, knows the way. What is number 3? He shows the way. It's leadership. Showing the way, influencing others to go there with him or with her. Shows the way. Come with me. And people trust him or her. They follow him or her willingly. Willingly. So knowing the way, going the way, showing the way. And I put here 3 things. 2 things, mostly the leadership role. One is establishing direction. So this repeating just now. Knowing the way, establish direction. What is another word for this? When we do strategy planning meeting, we sit down. It is on our homepage, our website. This is our vision, establishing direction. What is our vision? What is the vision of UPM? What is the meaning of vision? What's the meaning of vision? A lot of people ask me when I facilitate strategy planning meeting, what is the easiest way to know vision? Vision is where you want to go and or what do you want to become? Where you want to go or what do you want to become? UPM, during my time at UPM, when I was director of corporate planning, we came up with our vision. UPM want to be a university of international reputation. The never-ending journey. Keep going. International reputation. Keep going. Vision is where you want to go or what you want to become. To become what? You keep going. Keep going. What's number 2? Influencing the team to move in that direction willingly. This is what I call the power of influence, persuasion. It's what I call the inside job. Get into the inside. Get them to believe in you. Get them to believe that where they want to go, where you are asking them to go, is a good place to go. They will go willingly. What if they go unwillingly? That is not leadership. That is dictatorship, not leadership. There is no such thing as leading by fear. Managing by fear, yes. Leading by fear, no, there's no such thing as leading by fear. If you instill fear in your people and they follow you, you're not a leader. You're a dictator. People follow you because they're scared of you, boss. And they follow you because they believe in you, trust you, and they like where they want to go, where you're asking them to go. They will go with you. That is what we call the power of influence. Influence them is positively. And the best leaders are not just about you. Leadership, so I put down that leadership is not just about you. No, it's not just about you. It is about you and the others. Leadership is not just about you. I put just there. It is about you, but not just you. You and your people. The best of leaders, they've got abiding love. They love people. We love UPM. What is the proof of your love? By doing your best. Desire to see people grow and succeed. So the best of leaders. celebrating the success of people that you have helped. Please remember this, the best of leaders have got abiding love. They are very, very kind people. Always want to see, to have the desire to see your people grow, the student grow. You want to see the students grow because you are the role model. They believe in you. They want to be like you. Yes. Then building self-confidence. Very, very important. Self-confidence is very, very important attribute in leadership. And it doesn't grow by accident. You got to pour out encouragement. You got to recognize them. You got to energize them. So self-confidence energizes and gives your people the courage to stretch, risk, and achieve beyond their dream. It is a fuel of a winning team. Self-confidence. I remember when I was the head department 1983, when I was in 1997, I focus on this, especially with young staff who come back from overseas, by giving them assignment, delegation. Self-confidence is one of the reasons why building self-confidence is one of the reasons why you delegate your work, your staff. But do not give too much. It's incremental. And congratulate them for the small wins. Same thing you do with the students. Yeah, student, and later on, I will talk about problem-based learning, student-centered learning, problem-based learning. The students have taken over, not taken over completely, but is in the mainstay, the main player in the project. So, hey, give them self-confidence. This will give them the self-confidence, the leadership quality. It's not about you. Also, leaders relentlessly upgrade their team using every encounter as an opportunity. Every encounter as an opportunity. Coaching, I call it coaching, helping people improve themselves. Coaching. What is a coaching? What is coaching? This is another leadership component in teaching and learning. What is it? Please, when the moment you use the word coaching, all it means is you are having the conversation. You're having the conversation with your staff, having the conversation with the students, helping them improve themselves. It's coaching. It's coaching. My mother was my greatest coach when I was small growing up. Yeah. She helped me overcome problem. Many of you heard me before, my story. Yeah. I was born with a polio. I was limping around and people make fun of me. So my mother, she coached me. Having that conversation. She asked me what was it that was happening with me. I said my leg, limp. But you know what she did? I know that, Oma. I know you're limping, but you're still walking. There are people who cannot walk, but you can. Coaching. Through coaching, someone will improve their insights, their motivation, be more thankful. So I was so thankful that I could still walk. Because there are others on the wheelchair with Leo. I wasn't. I could still, of course, I walk with a limp and people make fun of me, especially in school. Bullies. Then she coached me some more. When I didn't stop crying every day, almost every day. It was standard 1, standard 2, standard 3. I came home crying. She asked me what's wrong. People made fun of me. People walk like me behind me. Sometimes the whole class make fun of me. And you know how she coached me? Oma, what's wrong with you? My leg. But Oma, then she pointed at my head. What's wrong? What about here, ma? What about here, ma? Leg is something the matter here. Then I told her, it's all right here. All right here. I know you're all right here. You are doing well in school. Yeah, you're okay here, ma. Then she asked me, your friend who make fun of you, are their legs the matter? Something wrong with their legs? Then I said, no. Why are they walking like you? Then she said, the legs are okay, Uma, but they're not okay here. Who is better, Uma? Who is better, you or them? Then I said, I'm better than them. And then she said, then why are you crying? Why are you crying? That is coaching. She got into my inside. My God, did I change? There was a paradigm shift in my life, because the next day it doesn't matter anymore. Didn't matter anymore. People make fun of me. It didn't matter anymore. That's their problem, not my problem. So coaching is very, very important. So my mother was helpful in developing my mindset. Leadership is about growing others. Please remember that. Please. It's about growing our student. If you use your leadership competence in your teaching and learning interface, the student, you're growing them. That's what teacher-centered teaching is not good. Because student-centered teaching, I'm going to be talking more about that later on. Growing others, give them the self-confidence. Here, these are the 4 E's and 1 P of a leader. Look at this. Energy. The first E is energy, positive energy. The second energy is energize. Remember I said earlier, only the energetic can energize. And the third E is the age. Age means courage to make decision. The fourth E is execute. Execute means implement. Do not just talk about it. You are leading by example. You know the way, you go the way. Execute. And what passion is there. Passion is happy doing it. Happily doing it. Because your happiness comes from giving. So passion is a heartfelt, deep, authentic excitement about work. And they care. They care. If you care, you will want to give. Life is about a journey of giving. Receiving, Allah will take care of that. Allah will give back to you. You focus on giving, Allah will focus on giving back to you. When I was in the interview board for UPM for 20 years, when recruiting students, other staff, and promotion, I always ask, why do you want to work at UPM? I want to work at UPM. If someone has come for promotion, why should we promote you? Tell us. We want to see whether they care. UPM. We want of course, there's no time for me to dwell on this, but there are those candidates who said, when I asked why do you want to work at UPM, they said, oh, because I live in Kajang, so close to work. Because my husband works here, because my mother-in-law lives in Taman Seri Sedang, she can babysit my children, that kind of thing. So what is the winning for UPM? It's all about them. What is your giving? What is your giving? You want to get your giving. So as a lecturer, there are 3 things you do: teaching, research, and service. You give because you care. Because you care. And now I'm going to talk about the process, academic process. Can I get some feedback? Are you following me? Hello?
Yes.
Are you following me?
Yes, Prof.
Yes,
Prof.
Yes, Pak Syah, yes.
Yes.
Please.
Okay. Shall I go with that pace?
Yes, I think I think we proceed first. Chef, we
Yes,
proceed
definitely.
Okay. So look at this diagram. The 3 blank spaces there. What are they? Success. You want that success. Success means growth. Success means growth. Problem solving is not growth. Remember this, please. I've been coaching some CEOs, celebrating when they solve problem. You solve a problem, you want to remain the same, not to grow. You do not grow by solving problem. You want to remain the same. If your house is on fire now, the fire brigade came and selesaikan semua, and there's no more fire. But you still have the same house. If you want to grow, there must be initiative. That is part of leadership. A leader takes initiative. Concept, idea. If I have time, I will dwell on it. So that's what you want. Lecturer student there. This is the interface, teaching and learning. This is the interface. This is where leadership is. And look at this. You plan, you do, you evaluate, you learn, improve. Yeah. So, okay. So please remember this, teaching and learning. So this is what we call leadership. Can you see the cursor, not? So people who got them, if you're not muted, this is what we call leadership. This is what we call management. This is management. This is leadership, where you need the competence. You are interfacing with the student. You're able to get into their insight. You're able to coach them. You're able to get them to listen to you. You can reason with them. Or they believe you. They get involved in planning, in doing learning, in the problem-based learning. Then you see success. These are the extra resource, infrastructure resources. This environmental ecosystem of management. This is a very important slide, which I developed many years ago when I spoke at Petronas. Look at these arrows. What is these arrows? I will show you what it is. The arrow is coming towards you. This is your journey. Your journey is not there yet. Your journey, you're moving this. The journey of adding and giving value. Now is that you're giving value, adding value, giving the results. This is your. Remember, I said you're involving giving. You get passionate. You're passionate about giving, adding value. Someone has listened to you. He or she has got something from you. Has got your energy. But so what are these? These are what you get. You get your salary, you get love, satisfaction, relationship, hope. Inilah nikmat Allah. So the payoff, I call it payoff Allah. So you focus on giving, the result, adding value, Allah will focus giving back to you. So if you're on this journey, you're the happiest person on earth. You don't care what people say. If Allah says yes, no problem with you. Allah has a proof of you, and you're giving. Keep on giving. What giving are you? What is it that you're giving? Value. It's value adding. Giving value to students. Giving value to people who interact with you. Okay. Here is the academic process. This is the input. That includes you, human resource, the inputs, resources, the manpower, money, and this is the academic process, teaching and learning. And this is the output within our organization. But the outside, it is called the outcome and the impact. So when you get outcome learning, you're talking about this. What is the outcome? What will the student come out with from the interaction, from the process? What will he be when he works, when she works? The impact. Our graduate we give. Our research scientists we give, postgraduate student research. What are the impacts? I'm sharing with you the impact now. And I would like you to write it down because it is of great value. The 3 impacts, I call it major impacts. This is how I got some money for the faculty. I got some money for ASM begitu, and academic science during the Nobel laureate. Saya got the Nobel laureate strategy coming out. We asked for the 1.2 million. We got 330 million. Because I use this impact, 3-thing impact. Please write down. Number 1 impact is nation building. The impact of our students, our graduates, when you go out and work, they build the country with their knowledge and skill. That's number 1 impact. Never forget number 1 impact is nation building. What's number 2 impact? Number 2 impact is wealth creation. The wealth for the country through your research, through your research finding all those patents, all the products commercialized from your research finding. Wealth creation, make Malaysia a rich country. What's number 3 impact? Let me repeat. Number 1 impact is nation building. Number 2 impact is wealth creation. Number 3 impact is improvement of quality of life. This is very, very important for Minister of Health, controlling the COVID-19 outbreak, controlling the lifestyle-related diseases, controlling all those, controlling the environment, the pollution. Number 3 is health, improvement of quality of life. These are the 3 impacts we want to produce. You, me, everyone. Actually, it's not just about you, it's about the country. So we love UPM, you want to grow UPM. We love Malaysia, kerana mau Malaysia. Look at this. If you, I hope you can see the cursor. Here is a organization. This is where your performance. So where leadership is needed. Leadership is needed here. To move people to do the best that they can do. Give them the sense of purpose. Give them the sense of pride of performance. Give them the sense of responsibility. So where leadership is in here. Yeah, and the output is the immediate term, what comes out, and then medium term is outcome, and then long term is what we call impact. Okay. So learning outcome. Now let me talk about learning. The learning outcome, talk about outcome here. Outcome. When it comes to learning, the overall purpose or goal from the participation in an educational activity. It is learning outcome. Yes, I read a book many years ago. I cannot remember the author, but he said, "What is education? What is education?" You know, this guy said, he's a professor. Education is what you still have after the exam is over. Education is still what you still remember. You can still apply when the exam is long time over. That's your education. The others is not education. It's all memorizing the exam. Education is what you still know, what you still can do after the exam is over, well over. The courses should be planned with measurable outcome in mind. Of course, CADe has been nothing program on this, so we're not going to that. Learning outcome, objective. Learning objective used to organize specific topic for the learning activities to achieve the overall learning outcome. You begin with the learning objective, and you end with the outcome. Outcome is the result. So I will skip this. So what is the attribute of a good academic? Result focused, purpose driven, massive action. Result focused, go back to this, You're focusing on this. You're focusing on this result. You're focusing on this, the impact. These are the result, the outcome. You focus on that. Result focus, purpose-driven, and massive action. I remember them at RPM, revolution per minute. No, R is result focus, P purpose-driven, and massive action. You can replace word massive with total action. Bukan main-main saja, bukan buat-buat saja, massive action. Okay? Okay. Learning process, I will skip this. Now, the three learning domains. Three learning domains. When you learn, when the student learn, these are learning domain. Number one is cognitive domain, creating knowledge. Number two, developing feeling and emotion, affective. Number three, psychomotor. You know all this, and you know better than me all about this. But I have listed, nevertheless, cognitive domain aims to develop the mental skill and acquisition of knowledge of the individual. The NUM, 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The highest is evaluation. The next slide will show more. Number one, knowledge. Number two, comprehension. Number three, application. Number four, analyzing, analysis. Number four, evaluation, evaluating, synthesis. This is the learning cognitive domain. And Bloom came up with verbs, define, list, recognize, all this. Very, very important. Very, very important. What am I trying to do now with you? I'm trying to give you the unraveling, give you some meaning to the word leadership competence, unraveling them. Okay, effective domain include feeling, emotion, attitude. Individual include receiving phenomena, others. I put down here. This is a diagram of effective domain in the academic process. You start with situation. Now, you want to end with where you want to go. Situation now, this is the result you want. See, if you have got the training, you've got the effective domain, you've got the cognitive domain, you can do this. What is the next step? What choices do I have? I'm here. This is where I am. If this is a problem, this is what a problem I have, and this is a solution I want to get. If you got an idea, you have got the idea. What idea about improving things? What choices do I have? Then you go to the next step. You decide which is the best choice. Decision making, please, listeners. It's nothing more than 2 steps. Number one, eliminating all the choices you have except one. Eliminating all the options you have except one. Eliminating all the alternative you have. Your meeting, when you discuss, when you argue, it's about option. You got a lot of option A, B, C, D, and you have not made a decision if you have not eliminated all but one. If you choose one, that one, now you have made a decision. Decision is eliminating all options except one. The more options you have, maybe the better will be the decision you make. What is the next step? The last one. Take action. Commitment to action. What kind of action? Massive action. What kind of action? Massive action. Massive action. Okay? Okay. That's why this is what I call strategic planning. You ask questions, your thinking skill here, and here is your execution. Okay? Psychomotor domain, you know better than me here. Okay, now the human capital. I recommend you remember the human capital this way. See, when you send for training, it is an investment on you. It's not cost. A training is not cost. Training is an investment. They want to improve on you. So what is it? Remember the E. 6 E's. I've been speaking on this for the last 5 years, actually. E yang pertama, expertise. E yang kedua, experience. E yang ketiga, energy. And the fourth one is excitement. The fifth one is ethical, being ethical. The fifth one is empathy. Where is competence? Competence is the first two E, expertise and experience. That is competence in the form of knowledge and skill. Knowledge and skill. You have got the skill, you have got the knowledge, you got the experience, but energy is very important. Energy, excitement, if you want to put a circle here, this is what we call passion. Passionate about it. You're so energetic about it. You're so excited about it. You will make use of the expertise. You will make use of the experience. Can you imagine someone with expertise, experience, but has no energy? Out of choice because boring? It's boring. It's boring. I will do the minimum. I used to speak on this. There is this bar chart. Bar. One bar is knowing. The other bar is, which is shorter, is doing. There is a gap between knowing and doing. This is knowing. This is doing. You will not do if you have no excitement, or you do the minimum. If you have no, because without excitement, there's no energy. But you have got, you know it. You have got the knowledge. You have got the skill. You have got the experience. You can do it. Cuma tak nak buat. Tak nak buat. I always bezakan this, please. If someone do it because they have to do, that means they are not passionate about it. Do it because they want to do. So where is leadership here? Leadership, it gets someone to move from having to do to wanting to do. Get the student from having to do to wanting to do. Get them on self-learning, self-directed learning. Get excited about it. And of course, there is ethic consideration, integrity. You can replace what integrity here, and empathy. Empathy is ihsan. What the former vice chancellor, Datin Burkaini, Prof was talking about ihsan. This empathy, giving. I use the word giving. Empathy is giving. No, the easiest way to know in Malay, empathy is ambil tahu dan ambil berat. Ambil tahu dan ambil berat. Ambil tahu, if someone sakit, oh, saya bersimpati dengan awak. Itu ambil tahu lah tu. Saya bersimpati. Tapi kalau kata, let me help you, itu empathy. Bezakan sympathy with empathy. Empathy means an expression, sympathy, an expression of sadness, kesedihan. I'm sorry. That's not enough. You're sorry. Your expression of sorry does not help the other person. Help. Itu ambil berat. Ambil tahu dan ambil berat. So if you have all these E's, there are also so many other E's. You will get the big E, capital letter E, empowerment. You are empowered, and you are now a professional. That's why I'm moving to what they're talking about professionalism now. Let me talk to you about power, the meaning of power. Please take this meaning of power. Power is the ability, what? To make it happen. Ability to make it happen. Keupayaan melakukan sesuatu ataupun keupayaan mewujudkan sesuatu. That's power. And we all have that power. Make that happen. You know, there are three groups of people. When it comes to their thinking, their behavior. One is people who watch things happen. They watch. You heard this before, I'm sure. People who watch things happen. All they do is watch. They watch things happen. What's number two? People who make things happen. People who make things happen. I should start with people who make things happen first. People who make it happen. Number 3, people who watch things happen. They are not doing it. They are not making it happen. They're watching only. They are passengers. They are spectators. And number 3, people who wonder what has happened. Meaning what? They are not even watching. They are wondering what has happened. So where is leadership here? Leadership is to move your people from watching, from wondering what has happened to making it happen, to take action. That's what we call inspiring and motivating. Inspire them. Give them the sense of purpose. Give them the energy. That is the power of leadership. And now a champion mindset. You must have a champion mindset to give a champion mindset to your people. The former Vice Chancellor, Datin Paduka Aini Idris Ulu, in her address, yearly address, on the second year she was in office, she talked about this mindset of a champion. You must be always of high energy. High energy. Number 2, you always raise the bar. You always never gives up. You never gives up. If you have these 3, you have a mindset of a champion. You don't get tired. Always raise the bar. One book I've read on leadership, the author said this: the moment you are happy, I'm talking about number 2 here, always raising the bar. He's happy what is. He's happy. The moment you're happy with your current achievement, you stop being a leader. The moment you are happy with your status quo, you're not a leader anymore. Be careful, please. I'm not saying you should not be thankful. You should not be saying, thank you, Allah. No. It's thank you, Allah. But you keep going. You keep going. Raise the bar. Raise the bar. Raise the bar. Because that's the way it is. Allah Maha Kaya. Allah Maha memberi kekayaan. Ya Ghani, Ya Mughni. Allah nak beri. Please raise the bar. Not only your bar, the bar of the student. Okay? So now professionalism, see there's a slide on professionalism. What was because I will define competence here. Professionalism is competence plus caring. That's what it is, professional. Professionalism is competence plus caring. A lot of people will not use the word caring there. No. You're not a professional if you know what to do, but you don't care why you do it. You care you're doing for money, umpamanya. A doctor who's motivated out of money, not a professional. Competence plus caring is professionalism. And what is competence? Competence is knowledge, skill, and attitude. You've got the knowledge, you've got the skill, and you've got positive mental attitude. Knowledge and skill and attitude is competence. And most articles you read, they do not include the word attitude. Positive attitude. That you can use your knowledge and skill to solve problems, to grow. You need this. And then caring here, it is not, it's your giving. You're professional because you have got client, you got to care for the client. When you say we love UPM, you're talking about caring for UPM. Love is not love until you prove it. Love is not love until you give it. You care. Attitude, if you got a pen with you, you can add here positive mental attitude. Not just attitude, positive mental attitude, PMA. If you have got knowledge and skill and positive attitude, you are. And if you care about the society, you are a professional. As simple as that. So the lecturers must be a professional. Must be a professional. Then I put down here competencies, the mastery of theoretical knowledge, ability to create knowledge as well as possess it, capacity to solve problems, commitment to continuous learning about the profession, enthusiasm and commitment to climb all the. Now let's talk about this. I love this diagram. I call this one M to M. If I want to put a title to this slide, it is M to M. The first M is mind. The second M is muscle. And you put an arrow there. You move from mind to muscle, M to M. And what do? The first, when you put in your mind, is your thinking, your planning. Then here is your doing, your executing. And then what you get is the result, high performance. Thinking, planning. This is where you're meeting. When you meet at meeting, I'm meeting, but thinking how to get there. But there you are here, you want to get there. And you got to know how do we do it. Please, man. So the thinking, by the way, I should include here, say something about thinking. Thinking is one of the skills. Please never forget thinking skill. You've got to know how to think. As leaders, you must have time, thinking time, I call it. You must have thinking time. You're alone by yourself. Think. Sit down and think. 4 types of thinking, 4 main types. There are many other types, but 4 main types which you must know. You must know 4 thinking types. And you must give this to your students. 4 thinking types. What is number 1 thing in that? Critical thinking. Critical thinking, not being a critic, not criticizing, no. Critical thinking, you will not accept on the surface value. You ask why? I got into trouble many times because of this at meetings. When there's a new thing to do at a meeting, they want to do this. I said, let me ask you, where is the value adding? Critical thinking, where does it add value? And then another thing I asked, if you want to do this, you need this resources. What is it that you can do now without that resource? What is it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? And what is? Are you improvising? Umpamanya. Critical thinking is very, very important. What does it lead to? Critical thinking is needed to assess the situation. Where does it lead to? If you do it properly, situation, you think critically, it will lead to one big arrow leading to clarity. Clear. So clear about the situation. And then you have a critical thinker, you are so clear where you want to go. Clarity where you want to go. You know what success looks like. How can you arrive when you don't know what success looks like? No. You got to know what success looks like. You plan. So what is the second thinking type? Second type of thinking, sorry. Innovative thinking. Innovative thinking. Remember, listeners, thinking is always by asking questions. You cannot think without asking questions. What question do you ask when you are thinking innovatively? The question is this: is there not another way to do this? Remember to ask this question: is there not another way to teach this? Is there not another way to do this? You must always ask this question: is there not another way to do this? Ada cara lain tak yang kita boleh buat? Itu innovative thinking. What is the third type of thinking? Creative thinking. Creative thinking is about inventing, about coming up with something new. So what is the questions? Kalau innovative thinking, the question is there not another way to do this? Another way, another method, another approach to do this? Creative thinking, the question is there not another thing to do? Completely new thing to do. Another initiative, new initiative. Is there not a new thing to do? Then is there not another way to do? Oh, very, very important question that you can ask. It's called innovative thinking. great thinking. And what is the last question? The last thinking type of thinking? Strategic thinking. Strategic thinking is about planning. You know, the strategic thinking is always is about this. The thinking is about what is the best use of the resources we have. Always remember, strategic thinking asks this question: what is the best use of the resources we have? Strategic thinking. Another strategic thinking is what is the roadmap? What is the blueprint? What is the easiest way to get there? Strategic planning. Strategic thinking is what is the best way to use our resources? What is the best way to use the compass? You have a compass, you know where you are, where you want, you know where you want to go. How do we get from A to B? Yes, strategy plan. So you move in that direction, you face some problem. You stop there for a while, think again. You do that. That's what we call re-strategize. And you come up with tactical planning. Tactical planning is in the face of a challenge, obstacle, you come up with tactics, how to overcome that. Tactical strategy plan. Strategy plan alone is for 2-3 year period. But tactical is for the immediate need. So M to M. But I want to tell you, there's one more word you got to add here. Oh, it's not there. And you know, I've removed that. On this arrow here, mind to muscle, put your heart there. H-E-A-R-T. Heart. Mind to muscle. This is the thinking. This is the doing. In between, especially in decision making, you ask your heart. You ask, is this a win-win? Is this a win-win? Do I win and all the others win? Will there be a loser here, unintended included? You must anticipate unintended consequence. Your heart there. So you are now on the process of moving in that direction of giving. And ini dipanggil rahmat. Rahmat, you panggil rahmat, blessing to the world. Okay? Now true professional. The true professional is someone who has the competence and someone who cares. Please, what care here? If you don't care, you are not a true professional. I put the word true there. You are pseudo professional. You're not true professional. You must care. And then I put down there. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Please, how will they know how much you care? This is very important, please. Boys, girls, listeners, very, very important. How will they know that you care? The answer is your body language, the impression you give the people. Have you heard of first impression? Please remember this. You get only one chance to create first impression. There's no second chance. First impression is one chance only. That guy is going to see you only one time. What is the first impression he gets from you? It is your body language, your smile. Are you smile with your eyes, or are you just smiling with your lips, pretending to smile? I call it smile of a politician. You smile with your lips. You smile with your eyes. You smile with your heart. People will know. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you touch people, the way you shake hands. You look in the eyes of the other person when you shake his hand or her hand. The way you hug each other, boys, girls. It is a warm hug. It is just pretending. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Be careful with your body language. Be careful with the voice you use when you talk. How do you congratulate someone? Congratulations. Or how do you say, better example, how do you say, I'm sorry? I'm sorry. Is that the right voice to say, I'm sorry? I'm sorry, kosong balik kosong ya. I'm sorry. No, and it's not. So that's wrong body language. There's no, no. You say, I'm sorry. When you say congratulations, you deserve it. You deserve it. When I was the dean, you don't get wrong. I'm not talking about I was doing the best thing in the world. No, but my style when someone gets promotion for Professor Madya, daripada lab assistant, naik pangkat mana, I will call them to my room, have a cup of coffee with them, yeah, and congratulate them. Congratulations. And kalau boys, I will hug them. I was always the older person. Some of them can be my children. Di bangsu pun boleh. Congratulations, you are very deserving. We are sharing the joy with you. Please, what does it mean now? It means more energy for you. Well, one of them cried. Menangis keluar air mata because they were not expecting that. I hugged him. And he was 50 something. Congratulations. And he knew I cared. He knew I cared. Dia menangis kenapa? He said this. Nobody has treated me this way before, Prof. I said, let's celebrate. Let us celebrate. It's so important. And then through Prof, I got abundant energy on the inner drive, unqualified commitment to excellent focus on his career, not the job. Now, competencies. I'm going to end with I started at 250 tadi. So I need 15 more minutes. Allow some questions from you. What are leadership skills and behaviors leadership competencies are the leadership skills and behaviors that contribute to support superior performance. If you have got the skill and this behavior, like a coaching mindset, like a champion mindset, never give up, always raising the bar, high energy. If you use a competency-based approach, leadership, organizing can better identify, develop the next generation of leaders. And this is what I meant today. You form, I did not use the word culture, build a culture of building new leaders. A great leader is someone who creates more leaders. It doesn't happen by accident. 1, 2, 3, bring the right materials in, keep them in, move them up. Moving them up is giving them the experience of leadership, experience of making mistakes, experience of what? Decision making, experience of leading other people. And help them, coach them, delegate. MashaAllah. Now, I've got 8 leadership competencies. I go through one by one, very briefly. Top of the list of the competencies, integrity. Integrity. Doing the right thing even no one is watching. Prioritizing the consistency of your character in both your personal and professional relationship. Honest, humble, reliable. This is what we call leading with character. Leading with character. Can you imagine someone who is so energetic but has no character? You need character here. Character is a you and nobody is watching. What are the things you do? What are the things you refuse to do? Character. What is personality? Please differentiate character with personality. Personality is the you when everybody is watching. You can be pretending. That's why you hear that someone has been caught with scandal, caught with corruption. You were surprised because you thought this guy is a good guy. Because what you saw in, before, it was personality, not character. The character is you when nobody is watching. Your behavior is because integrity. I was invited by government, GPA, to talk about leadership, integrity. And they like the way I define integrity. Please take this definition. The most widely used definition is lack of integrity is doing the wrong thing. Doing the wrong thing, corruptions. Doing the wrong thing. You got to widen the scope of lack of integrity. Lack of integrity is also not doing enough of the right thing. You're not giving 100%. Remember RPM, result focus, purpose driven, massive action. You're not giving that massive action. You're giving only 50%. Asal buat sudah. You lack integrity. Sebab gaji you 100%. You give only 50% effort. Lack of integrity is bukan saja salah laku, salah laku dan bayan kerja. You're not giving 100%. The moment you're not giving 100%, you lack integrity. Remember I told you about it, baca. One is I know so, the next one is I do so. Yang I do so, there's a big gap between knowing and doing. Lack of integrity. Why are you not giving your maximum effort? Lack of integrity. This is why integrity is very, very, very important. And self-discipline, acting not out of their own interest, but out of the concern for others. Carefully consider the possible consequences of their action instead of making rash decisions. Controlling natural tendencies to act out of anger, greed, and selfishness. Self-discipline. There is another definition of self-discipline, which you should write down because it's very, very important. It has guided me through life. Self-discipline, remember this, please, is the ability to say no, thank you to distraction. Prevent you from doing the right thing. Distraction. If you don't have the power to say no, thank you. Bad things. You lack discipline. Self-discipline. The student discipline is the ability to say no, thank you to your friend when your friend asks you to go out. When you have an exam in the next few days or tomorrow, you still go out. When you got a test tomorrow, you still watch the football at 2 a.m. on TV. You lack self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to say no, thank you to distraction. That is one leadership competency. Self-discipline. Communication. I've read a book many, many years ago when I was in Canada. The author said this: there's no leadership without effective communication. How can you lead if you cannot communicate? Communication here, not public speaking on stage, please. A lot of people have a wrong meaning, wrong idea about communication. Communication is not public speaking on stage. No. Someone is so meaning so highly charged, speaking on stage, but he's not communicating with the right audience. Communication here is to mean interpersonal communication, verbal, non-verbal, the tone of your voice, your face, the smile, You're communicating. This is non-verbal body language. Are you a good listener when you communicate? Willing to share ideas and plans with the team, share information concisely, efficiently, impart instruction, expectation clearly, willing to listen to input and ideas from their teammates. Communication. Very, very important. During people are wearing face masks now. Many times I see people wearing face masks, and when I speak, I say, "Hey, you're smiling," and they say, "Hey, how do you know I'm smiling?" Because the mouth is covered, the nose is covered. How do you know I'm smiling, bro? Your eyes are smiling. Your eyes are smiling. When I give a talk in Dubai, I remember many, many years ago, and also in Muscat, Oman, I was speaking to medical students for final year, 50% girls, 50% boys. The girls came after my talk, surrounded me, and because they segregate there, so the boys cannot come close to me anymore. And then I remember her name, Mariam, was it? Miriam. She was asking me this question then. And I say, "Hey, Miriam, you're smiling." Hey, bro, how do you know I'm smiling, bro? Your eyes are smiling, Miriam. Please, when your eyes are smiling, people know it. When you communicate, body language very, very important. Remember, I'm saying again, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That is a body language. That is a leadership competency that you must have when you communicate with your students. Respect them. Respect them. Please respect them because they need you. If they're not being good, they need you more. If they're truant, they need you more. If they're not doing well, they need you more. They need you more. There were many, many years ago, I remember, so there was one student, now he's a doctor, somebody, always late for my lab, always absent. One day he said, "Oh, I had a puncture, motorcycle was up, then puncture, and then my mother tak sihat, and then my uncle ada mati, then my berapa kali dia bagi excuses. I know he had a problem. I knew I knew he need my help. I knew he didn't my help. So I got close to him. Close to him. Got close to him. Yeah. Another students who couldn't handle the final year project. He must pass the project. He couldn't handle it. Yeah. So what we did, I took over as a supervisor. Supervise him. Help him throughout. And he got through. All I told him, you don't have to get A. You can get a C, no problem. As long as you pass. And you get your degree or your DVM. And he passed. And he got a C. But last 2 years ago, this is 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 3 years ago at the Veterinary Congress, the annual conference of the Veterinary Association, who was the platinum sponsor of the event? A very rich, who can entrepreneur anymore, but after 30 years, he is a corporate figure. He sponsored his companies. He became a very, very wealthy person, even though he scraped through. This is, my God, I'm very happy that I did what I did for his sake and also for my sake to make me happy. But when I knew that the biggest sponsor of that event, a platinum sponsor, was this guy, a student of mine who is a very, very wealthy person, a philanthropist from Penang. Wow. So please, communication, I'm spending more time here because it's very, very important. And I got the meaning of the word speak here, which I would like to share with you. What is the meaning of speak? Please use this meaning. When you speak to students, when you speak to your staff, when you speak to anybody, when you speak to your children, you speak to your neighbor, when you speak, please have this meaning. That's part of communication. Yes, sharing. When you speak, the words coming up from your mouth, smile on your face, you're sharing. What is it? You're sharing something positive. What is meaning of positive? Use that now in that diagram earlier. Positive means value adding. It adds value to the other person. He knows that you care. What is the E? Empowering. What you have just shared, which is positive, is now empowering. Ability to take action, ability to make things happen, ability to put things into motion. Please, I'm saying it again. Power, I got three meanings. Three meanings. I just mentioned one tadi. Now I'm going to add the two more. Number one, ability to take action. Number two, ability to put things into motion, not status quo, moving, dynamic, progressing. And number three, ability to make it happen. Take action, put things into motion, make it happen. That is the power. Give women that power. Another E, which I've not on the list, but it is very important, is energizing. You're sharing something which is positive, empowering, and energizing. The action needs energy. What is the next word? Of course, the A, actionable. Actionable. And the K is knowledge. So if you want to say, knowledge, another meaning for knowledge, put in bracket, knowledge, perspectives, insights, experience, that's knowledge. That's what I'm sharing with you today. You give me 2 hours, I got 15 more minutes. Sharing something which is positive, empowering, actionable, and it's sharing knowledge. So if you want to say as a sentence, you do it this way. You start with S, you go to K straight. Sharing knowledge which is positive, empowering, energizing, and actionable. The moment ada action, itulah ada motivation. Remember, you cannot use the word motivation. Oh, he's motivated, but he's not doing it. He's only inspired. Bedakan inspiration dengan motivation. Motivation is the motive, the action, motivation, action, motivation. Another word for motive is purpose. And have to have that, it is called inspiration. Speak, please, this is what you do when you see students. Please do not take away points from students. A student come to see you because some issues, he come with his energy level of 5 out of 10. After he left you, it has gone down to 3 out of 10. You are doing a disservice, my. You take away values from them. When he or she come to see you, 5 out of 10 energy level, when he or she left, at least 6, 7 or 8, because you have given value to them. You have not solved their problem immediately. You give them hope. There was one student from overseas, doing PhD from another faculty that came to see me when I was the dean of VAT. He came to see me crying in the privacy of my own room, in my lab. I said, please. Then he started to tell me his problem in his research, his project. Yeah. He told me about how bad dealings he had He's been there in the UPM for 2-3 years already, but no results. Nobody cares. Then I asked him, why have you come to see me? Have you seen the supervisor? Have you seen the dean of your faculty? No, but why come you coming to see me? You know what his answer to me? Prof, a friend of mine recommended me to come and see you. He said, here's what he said. He said, you are willing to listen to other people's problems. You're willing to listen to other people's problems. And then, wow, you know what really meant? I would listen to him. I would listen to him undisturbed. Undisturbed. Then I said, well, can I speak to your supervisor? He mentioned name. No, Brave. You know what I did? I did not speak to the supervisor, but I spoke to the dean quietly to investigate. His dean, could you investigate this case quietly? Please, quietly investigate and do something about it. It is a friend. The dean was my friend, so I please do it. Do it. What is the word? Maknanya tidak terang lah. Speak, sharing knowledge which is positive, empowering, energizing, actionable. That is. Let's go to the next one. Number 4, trustworthiness. Trustworthy. Building trust with everyone in your workplace is very important. Being a competitor, you have got to build trust. Get people to trust you, not by just saying, trust me, trust me. Hey, it doesn't work. You say, trust me, trust me, trust me. No. Trust me, as you have earned the trust from dealing so far, your track record. Have a good track record. Do not ask people to trust you, please. Trust me. When I was a head department in 1984, yeah, we wanted to buy the electron microscopy unit for UPM. I was responsible for the purchase, do the specification, to do the tender semua sekali. I was prepared for tender. There's one company came to see me. I asked questions, and he couldn't answer me. He said, trust me, trust me. Trust me? I said, I don't even know you. How can I trust you? This is 2 million. This instrument is 2 million worth of money. You want me to say yes to you because to trust you? No, you got to show proof. I don't even know you. So trust me, please remember, you cannot borrow from other people's trust. It is yours. The moment you lose the trust, you've got to work so hard to regain it. That's why you must not lose the trust, relevance. I'm so scared if it breaks out in the news that there is plagiarism, there is cheating at the exam, the salah laku cara, and we lose our relevance and we lose our reputation. The last thing you want to do is to lose our good reputation. Our vision is University of International Repute. We cannot lose our good reputation, please. Trustworthiness. There's one leadership competence. What's number 4? Teamwork. Teamwork. Leaders, they know what each member of the team can contribute to the project. Know their team well enough to recognize their skill. It's about go for synergy. Go for synergy. 2 + 2 = 5 or more. Go for synergy. That's teamwork. You've got to instill teamwork. You've got to. And then go into inside that to work as a team. To build team. I call it empowering the team to work together. And conflict management. Competent leaders, this is another competency, conflict management. Know how to manage, reduce conflict, preserve a pleasant, productive work environment. Act as a mediator, capable of dissolving the tension and revive the cooperation of the team. Conflict management. There are a lot of people who are difficult people. Some of them do it, they do that on purpose. It is around mana-mana. Difficult people, they do not fit in. They slow things down. Not only they are not working hard, they do not allow other people to work hard. When they do not get promotion, they get angry. When they do not get the bonus, they get angry. Padahal they're not contributing. They have no integrity. They are doing the minimum to get by, but they disturb others. You heard me before. I call this in Malay. I call them malaon. These are the malaon. Malaon mean, janganlah kamu kerja kuat sangat. Nampak pula aku tak kerja. These are the people, please. So what do I do? I tell the people with me. I say, you leave them alone because they are gone case. They are gone case. Focus your attention on the good people. This one you leave them alone, but what I do. No, you know what I do when people like that in my organization. Adalah seorang dulu anda 40 years. If you cannot help me, kalau tak boleh bantu, apa? Jangan jadi hantu. Tak boleh bantu, tak apa, jangan jadi hantu. These are the people who are always mengacau. But there are people who cannot work together. But they are working, but they cannot work together. So you got to solve this. Listening to both. Be a mediator. Be a mediator. Cannot take sides. Number 7, problem solving. Problem solving. Use their creativity and practical experience to solve problems. Draw on their resources to find actionable solutions. Combine knowledge, practical experience, and creative thinking to solve problems. Remember the 4 types of thinking. Comes in here. Critical thinking, innovative thinking, creative thinking, strategic thinking. But I'm repeating this because it is very, very important. If you have not written it down yet, you better write it down because it is so helpful. Please, leaders should know this. You do not grow by solving problems. What is a problem? Problem is a situation that is an obstacle from you reaching your objective. So you solve, you reach your objective. You do not grow because you are solving problem only. Solving problem, remember that I'm repeating it, is to remain status quo. You don't grow, you remain status quo, you remain the same. If you do not ask, is there not another thing to do? If you do not ask, is there not another way to do this? You remain status quo. If you ask, how can we solve this problem? You solve the problem. You do not grow, but you solve the problem. You remain the same. Status quo. Remember the ayat ni, please. You solve problem to maintain status quo. If you want to grow, you must have ideas. That's why creativity is important. Is there not a new thing to do? And you grow. I call it initiative. Is there not another way to do this? It is called efficiency, innovation, efficiency, effectiveness. Okay, number 8. Initiative. I just said it just now. Initiative is come up with something new. See a need to the step necessary to fill in. Do not wait to be asked before agreeing to manage or contribute to a task. Focus the energy on getting important projects off to a good start. Use your initiative innovation to produce valuable results. So please, initiative is the step A of project management. I spoke at Academy of Science many years ago, many times, once a year, to foreign delegates organized by ASM. Project management, A, B, C, D, E, project management. I'm going very briefly with you. What is the first stop of project management? Initiative. Initiate something new, come up with new idea. Concept paper. Concept paper. Discuss a concept paper. Ada concept paper. concept papers and the idea generation put in writing. Talk about the value, talk about the benefits, talk about how that you can do it. And what is when the moment the concept paper is approved, you go to the next step. What is it? Planning. You do not plan until and unless the concept paper is approved. You're wasting your time. Plan. This is where strategic plan is very important. The best use of resources. The money, machinery, the MMMMM, 5M, money, machinery, methodology, materials, moment, time, all those manpower. What is the best use to deploy this? Planning. What about timeline? And what is the next step? Execution ataupun implementation. 100%. A champion mindset. What is the next step? Evaluation. You evaluate, it doesn't work as you had expected. What do? Go back to number 2. What is number 2? Planning. We call it re-strategize. Go on the cycle, planning, doing, evaluating, until you're, yes, we got what you want. Then you go to the last step, which is closing. Project has got closure, please. Closing, if you're successful, you celebrate. If you're not successful, you, of course, some people celebrate because there's no more job to do. You get sad because you are the champion. Okay, that's initiative. Okay, now last one. Teaching and learning approaches requiring high competent leadership. What are these? Problem-based learning. You cannot conduct a problem-based learning properly if you don't have a competence as a leader. Please, you need to be equipped with high competence. High competence. You need to have, you need to know how to do it, what to do. So I put down here some 3 bullets. It's a complex real-world problem I use as vehicle to promote student learning of concept and principle. What concept, principle is so important. Promote development of critical thinking, skill-solving problem-solving abilities, competence skill, provide opportunity for working in groups, finding, evaluating research material, and lifelong learning. Problem-based learning. The problem chosen must motivate students to seek out a deeper understanding of concept, should require students to make reasoned decisions and to defend them, needs a level of complexity to ensure that the student must work together to solve it. You must have all this, and this is competence on the part of the lecturer. You must know this. Not that easy to come up with a good problem. Student-centered learning. Start with the teacher deciding he will share power by empowering learners. Student-centered. Encourage students to share in decision-making, believing in their capacity to lead, and remembering how it feels to learn, understand what the student value, and engage them in those areas. Include student planning, implementation, assessment, and project management. Just some project management. Get them in the planning, implementation, assessment, evaluation. Involve the student in this decision making. Is more work on them, which is a good thing. Of course, the student will be more work for the student, but that is good. And the teachers are comfortable with changing their leadership style from directive to consultative, from do what I say, do as I say, to based on your need. Let's go develop and implement a plan of action. That is what very, very important. Student and allow students to share this in decision making. Believe the student capacity to lead. The student the chance to take charge of activities, even when this is very important. Even when they may not have all the content skills. This is where coaching is very important. Do not wash your hand. Still get involved. But make the decision. Take charge. Outcome-based approach. These are completely student-centered outcome-based. Focus on what students know and can actually do. Sharpening the focus onto student learning outcome. It constitutes a paradigm shift in the education philosophy and practice. Requires leadership competence. Very, very important. I'm finishing now. Three type of competence. Apa dia? Practical, fundamental, reflect. I will skip this. So that is the end of my presentation. I'm very happy you are still with me, most of you. Thank you for listening. And I finished 4:45. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Emeritus Professor Dr. Syed Omar, for the sharing.
Thank you.
Before I summarize, I would like to open for questions or suggestions or comments from our participants. Please, anybody? Okay, so if there's no question yet, I would like to Dr. Dahlia, you want to share questions from YouTube. Okay, please.
No, I'm asking questions on my own actually.
Okay. Please go ahead.
So, Pak Syekh, yes, always an inspired talk from you. I just have a simple question actually. That from your experience, like, how do you keep motivating yourself when at times the culture is working against you?
Yeah, I know. Well, I subscribe to the number 3 reason for happiness. What is number 1 reason of happiness? Menerima kebendaan. Number 2, menerima penghargaan, sanjungan. Number 3, memberi. So the moment you get to this mode of being happy, memberi, it will help you overcome. Dan satu lagi, my philosophy, my belief, whatever happens or did not happen, bi'idhnillah. Karena Allah tak nak bagi, not ready for you. Allah bagi, but be careful. Ambil amanah. Kalau pemberian Allah datang dengan accountability. So I'm very happy you asked that question. Accountability, I always remember accountability to mean this way. Please remember the others. It's a very, very important sharing now about accountability. Ada masa nak cakap tadi. Accountability ada 3 komponen. Please, this will help you in your life. Number 1, you are accountable to the decision you make. Or decision you did not make. Dua-dua kata betul ni. Decision you make, decision you delay in making, decision you refuse to make. Number 1, accountability. You'll be asked, why did you do this? They call it why. Kalau di dunia dia accountability dunia, tapi akhirat accountability akhirat. Find accountability. Why did you do this? Why didn't you do this? Wow. Number 2, accountability is you are accountable to the action you take or the action you did not take. And the action you take, is it massive action? Oh, 50%. Asal buat je. Ditanya. Why? Because action yang tidak sepenuhnya itu lack integrity. Because gaji you dapat 100%. Itu ramai orang bermula dengan kerja sepenuh masa tapi akhirnya kerja separuh masa. Nombor 3, accountability juga Selain daripada nombor 1 tadi, the decision you make or you did not make, the action you take or you did not take. Number 3 ialah the results you produce or you did not produce. So this is the thing that keep me going. Then I am always driven by remembering that segala nikmat Allah bagi begitu banyak. Walaupun ada yang benci, ada juga yang sayang, ada juga yang mendoakan. Ya, walaupun yang benci itu ramai, tapi yang sebenarnya yang mendoakan ramai, semua kita tak tahu. Mereka tak kenal, tak cinta, tak kenal, tak benci. Yang membenci kita ni orang yang kenal kita. Reasons known to them. They don't like you. So should that stop you from performing? No. Surah Al-Takatsur. Tolong ingat yang ini. Ayat terakhir. Alhaakumut takatsur hatta zurtumul maqabir. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim. Yang terakhir itu about accountability. This is the one that I've been driving me. Thumma latus'alunna yawma idzin 'anil na'im. Thumma, kemudian yawma idzin, pada hari itu, hari kiamat, akhirat. Yawma idzin. Thumma latus'alunna yawma idzin 'anil na'im. Di atas segala nikmat Allah bagi pada you. Jadi termasuklah for me nikmat kesihatan. I'm 75, alhamdulillah. Tapi masih sihat, alhamdulillah. Adalah sakit sikit-sikit tu. Cuma tak larat lagi, tidak ada energy level macam dulu. Ada ilmu, ada kepakaran, ada pengalaman. Akan jadi kosong. Lah katanya, hey, what are you doing with your ilmu? What are you doing with your knowledge and skill? What are you doing with your hey? That actually is alhamdulillah. I got the word is the word I didn't talk about it just now. So the sense of presence. Have that sense of presence bahawa nikmat Allah begitu banyak yang you termasuk berterima kasih. Terima kasih buat 3 cara terima kasih. 3 cara terima kasih, please. Pertama, verbal. Alhamdulillah, terima kasih ya Allah. Yang kedua apa? Hati. Terima kasih mulut, hati pun sambut. Terima kasih ya Allah. Nombor 3 apa? Pertama, bil lisan, bil qalb, hati. Yang ketiga bil yad, dengan tangan. Dengan tangan itu dia panggil amal soleh. Itu dia panggil practice. Give without asking whether you get anything back. Give kerana Allah. And be happy. Be the happiest person on earth. Okay. Jangan sikit jawab Pak Syed Rizmi. Okay. Terima kasih for that question.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Pak Syed. Thank you, Dr. Dahlia, for the question. I have another question from one of the participants, Dr. Asma, quite similar, Pak Syed. The question is, successful leaders have the characteristics that that you mentioned in your talk, but how do we ensure that these leaders remain ethically and morally correct in their actions and thinking?
Thank you for that question. But you are saying it is your responsibility to caution them. Yes, ini betul-betul sungguh nih, janganlah jadi kita panggil enhancer. You perhebatkan keseronokan dia. You become you killing dia, mengharam dapat habuan. No. Itu kena ditegur. Tapi bukan semua orang boleh ditegur. Ya Allah, bukan semua orang boleh ditegur. Pak Syed alim Majlis Agama Islam Kelantan. Adalah sekali-sekala Pak Syed tegur Pak Imam. Bila pergi semayang, masjid, di surau, di Kelantan lah. tegur senyap, bukan depan orang, senyap. Pasal bacaan dia. Saya ada ilmu sikit, pasal kemahiran sikit pasal baca Quran. Alhamdulillah, kecil lagi. Dia tegur dia, marahlah dia tegur dia. Ya Allah, dia marahnya. Ada seorang tu marah, pasal tegur dia, dia tak boleh kata, alam tara kaifa fa'ala, dia sikit. Dia marah, dia kata, kalau cik nak tolong saya, tolong beli gigi palsu. Dia pun sengih, dia tak ada gigi rupanya. Dia tak ada gigi. Apa salahnya cakap, Pak Cik, saya ni tak ada gigi. Boleh tak bantu saya? Dia maki, dia marah dalam masjid. Kenapa tu? Boleh tegur. Jadi gini, kalau kita ada keupayaan, boleh tegur, kita tegur. Kalau tak ada keupayaan, tegur, tak ada kuasa, takut, kita doakan dia. Doakan dia. Doakan dia supaya dia berubah, dapat hidayah. InsyaAllah. Dalam hati dia, kita benci perangai dia. Jangan seronok dengan perangai dia, kita benci dan kita doakan dia berubah, insyaAllah. Harap boleh jawab. Bukan semua orang boleh tegur.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Syekh. So before I pass to the director, just a quick summary of our talk today by Emeritus Professor Dr. Syekh Umar Abdul Rahman on unraveling high competence leadership in teaching and learning. You have shared with us on, about the importance of great leader nurturing more leaders around him or her through, inspiring others, empowering others, and the importance of, having this passion and resilience, to ensure that, come what may, you remain steadfast and try your very best to lead, And in the context of CADe, of course, we are talking about the instructional leader, the leaders for teaching and learning. Students come because they want to enjoy the teaching and learning activities. And these teaching and learning activities are basically led by, our passionate lecturers. And the passionate lecturers are being led by passionate instructional leaders. So I think basically today we are talking very much about how creating this, multiplying effect, to create interesting, meaningful, truthful teaching and learning activities. Pak Syekh shared about the 4 E's and the 1 P of what leaders are made of. I noticed that you are very good in terms of coming up with acronym that you can help us to memorize. In fact, I know that SOAR is not just SOAR, is Sheikh Omar Abdul Rahman, SOAR. So I think maybe after this, mine is me. Maybe I share my inspiration or something, to basically help you to recall, the important points. And you also shared on what make a true professional and competent leaders, having all the 8 strong points. So I really hope that everyone, in this session can really benefit and we can pass this interesting and meaningful knowledge to others. Again, on behalf of, the participants and CADe. Yes. Though.
Yeah, I want to give you the other meaning of SOAR, please.
Okay, please, please.
Please write it down because it's very, very important.
Yes.
The S is strength.
Please,
strength.
Yep.
Every one of us has got strength for knowledge, for skill, for thinking. What is opportunity? Allah, a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities, my God, coming our way. So if you say yes to the opportunity, comes the A. What is the A? Action. You take action. You take action, total action, massive action. Comes the R. Results. So strength, opportunity, strength, meeting opportunities. You take action, you get the result.
Inshallah. We come back to the RPM just now. I noticed that that's good. So again, we really hope that whatever you have shared will inspire all of us here. so that we can inspire our students. I think I think one of the significant events in their life is their experience being taught by great teachers in the universities.
Yep.
And I think this is what we are here today. And again, on behalf of everyone, I would like to thank Emeritus Professor Datuk Syekh Omar Abdul Rahman, for your insightful sharing. We pray for your health, to continue, inspiring us. Inshallah, we'll meet again, in the future forums. And I am fortunate, to be given the opportunity to moderate this session for you. Thank you, Datuk. Thank you, CADe. I would like to pass back to our director, Associate Professor Dr. Wan Marzuki, Wan Jafar. Thank you, everyone. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Dr. Wan, over to you.
Alhamdulillah, no problems. Professor Dr. Ismi, thank you very much, Professor Dr. Ismi, for moderate for our sessions today. And of course, the very inspiring sharings from the Professor Emeritus Dr. Sheikh Omar. So we are very, very happy. And then of course, Alhamdulillah, syukur, because you have giving us a lot of ideas, and also is it for me and for us, this is a very, very inspiring sharing. Hopefully, inshallah, we will take all your knowledge, your experience to make sure we all of us also will be successful. This is like you.
Inshallah.
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 And also, Dr. Dahlia, thank you very much. Okay,
Yes,
for
thank you,
your help
Dahlia.
for organizing this event.
Thank you, Dahlia.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Marzuki.
Okay, inshallah. Pak Syekh.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
wabarakatuh.